Where do you get the jasmine and rose petals? Amazon. Yeah, you can get the jasmine and rose petals in Amazon, of course. Just make sure that they are food grade and they are something which will not cause you any harm, because it is very important that the source is authentic. It has to be authentic. So that is very important. Where can we procure premium white tea? From me. But also you can procure premium white tea from say from Darjeeling or Kangra. Kangra is not making white tea right now, but Darjeeling and Sikkim are making white tea, and you can procure from them. Most of the the tea, a good tea is not sold by brands. Good tea is known for their garden names, estate names. Say, for example, in Darjeeling, good estate names would be, say, Makai Bari or Castleton, Marybong, uh, something like that. And so, if you know the name of the tea estate, you can visit their website. They sell. They have e-commerce. Everybody is e-commerce enabled. So even in come to Nilgiris, there are tea estates, like for example, you have Glendale, you have Chamong, and like that. So every one of them sells their stuff. They are also available sometimes in Amazon. A lot of these people are also selling in Amazon. So if you just have to know the name of the estate, and you can search them in Amazon or in their website, you can buy it. And
So
also,
what are some good names of estates that we could buy white tea from?
Darjeeling, you can buy most of the Darjeeling white teas are good. So there are 84 tea estates in Darjeeling, if I'm not wrong. Manoj, am I right? 84 or 87? I think 84 or 87, one of these. So um, you can, like, for example, buy from Rohini, buy from Gopal Dhara, buy from Mokai Bari, buy from Castleton, uh, Jangpanna. So there are a lot. There are Happy Valley. Happy Valley is not as good. I didn't like their tea, but there are a lot. There Marybong. So Castleton has a lot of the Ambotia has a lot of this. So these are very big groups. So they have Castleton is a Goodrig group. So they are actually a British company called Camellia Inc. So they have 5-6 Tharbo. They have 5-6 estates. Ambotia also has a lot of estates. The Mokai Bari is the largest estate in Darjeeling. So there are a lot of all this kind of stuff. But I work with quite a few of them. I work with Castleton. I work with Gopal Dhara, Rohini. Gopal Dhara and Rohini comes under the same group. So I get all the fresh teas from them as soon as they are produced. So that's how I know I keep stock of that here in Bangalore as well. Okay, where do you get white tea leaves? The same question I have answered. Consistency, about maintaining consistency when trying different ingredients. That is the reason we have always preferred commercial teas with defined ingredients. It's a different story that we are still struggling to get a good quality tea, as you and I had discussed. I am not understanding the question. What do you mean by ingredients? Are you talking about the flavor tea where you blend tea leaves with other stuff? Because
Smita, you
yes.
were mentioning about adding, say, turmeric or ginger or something. How much it has to be added is a thing, right? I mean, to maintain a certain taste, there has to be a consistency in how much we are putting.
See, this depends on how much quantity you are making. So if you are making 1 cup of tea, you just take ingredients proportionately. Of course, you do not take a lot of ginger because it will make it very spicy and bitter. So somebody who knows how to cook will understand how much is required for a ginger tea for that matter. So maybe 1 teaspoon of haldi, as I said, and this amount of ginger that you can boil. Just cut small piece of ginger and just put it in the water, and that ginger can be boiled again and again. So things like that. So this is a little bit of trial and error. If you are not a cook, then you can ask somebody at home who can help you with the quantity measurement. That way you can do that. A little bit of here and there is okay. And you can always try it out to see what tastes good for you. Like for example, I like ginger a lot. So I put a lot of ginger because I like that spice in my nose. A lot of people may not like it, so you can put a little less. So it all depends on personal tastes. The Turkish tea making method. Yes, Turkish tea making method is very different. Their tea is also a little different because of that. I love their Turkish tea. Please give your email, how to order from you. Okay, my email is it's our cuppa tea at gmail.com. I will put it here for you. Yeah. How long is a tea good to keep? Does it lose flavor? Oh, of course, it's very important. If you, as I said, if you correctly store it, a good tea will, you can keep it for about a year. Some people say 18 months. I don't know. My tea does not last 18 months. I drink a lot of tea. So yeah, but it is very important to store it well. Store it well. I mean, it should not have sunlight. It should not have, it's very precious good, you know. So it has to be stored well and kept well. And yes, so it's better to buy in small quantities so that you do not have to think about whether it gets. So if like you buy for if you are one single person, 100 gram of tea will make 100 gram of tea will make 40 cups of tea. So you know, you can make a calculation that if I drink this many teas, then how much I need to buy for a month or 2 months, and accordingly you can buy so that your storing headaches go away. And also it is always good to buy fresh tea. So why would you want to store? So, and tea is also like in Darjeeling, there are 4 seasons when tea comes: the spring, summer, rain, and the autumn. So it's always good to try new teas. Like in Nilgiris, the tea is produced throughout the year. You have the same different kinds, same teas, or no, there's in terms of flavor and aroma. But in Darjeeling, there are 4 different seasons, and the teas are very different each season. In Assam, there are 2 seasons. Their teas are very different. So it's always better to try different teas and see how they taste and smell and it goes around. Yep. Any other question?
I think we come to the end of the questions here on the chat, but if anybody would like to unmute, please feel free to do that and ask Sushmita any questions.
Sushmita, Umapati here.
Yes, hi.
Yeah, I'm also from Bangalore. Like I'm currently in Bangalore. So where can we get this quality of teas in Bangalore? Because you have talked about Darjeeling and stuff, and we cannot travel every time to Darjeeling or Nilgiris to get the teas, right?
With
so is
me.
there any place in Bangalore itself where we can get the teas?
With
And yeah,
you can buy it from me, no problem.
okay, got it. So where do you live? So I'll
Doesn't matter. It will be shipped. I ship globally. I ship everywhere in the world. My brand is called Tea with Sushmita. Once you place order, I will get it delivered to your address wherever you are.
Okay, got that. I'll do that. Thanks for that. And this is my second question is that I see it's like from my childhood, even when I was a toddler, I used to drink tea. Like in Indian system, it's like always it's been added with milk, and we've been grown like even a ginger tea. It's like every tea consists of milk and then the tea. So when you explained about the green teas and stuff, because last 4 to 5 years, even I was trying to switch between green tea to the normal tea, but always my mood is always been soothed by the normal tea which we get, the ginger tea or the ginger and the elachi. So how we can should switch without that taste being like you have mentioned that points like the taste, some tea should not actually it should be sweet, it should be like you should like the taste. So I tried.
I understand your problem. See, first of all, what is normality? I do not understand. What is normal for you is not normal for me. So that's a separate thing. But what I can suggest is that you can, you cannot really 100% switch in day one. So you can start drinking some good tea, and then slowly you can keep shifting. Say, for example, if you need your masala doodh wala chai in the morning to get up and have your kick, you cannot really shift to green or black tea immediately. So, but in the evening, there are very good evening teas, like there are breakfast teas, there are a lot of very good evening teas. So you can shift your evening teas to something good. Like I have something called a whiskey flavored tea. Like people are like going quite gaga about that because it smells like whiskey, but it is completely non-alcoholic. So, it's something like that you can try in the evening and stuff like that. And then slowly, include other teas. So, and then you cannot do it in one day, I believe. It will take some
No,
time.
it's like I have started doing this for the past 3 years. And certain, like in the last 1.5 years, I was actually having some issue. Like whenever I drink any tea, right, including a normal milk tea or even a green tea, the green tea which I am currently preferring is the Lipton one, Lipton green tea. It's like that's a that's what you are. It's available in the grocery stores. Okay, so when
That is
I'm
a tea
drinking,
bag. That's a tea bag you are using.
yes, and it is
No.
actually
No,
creating
no, no,
whenever
no.
I'm
Never drink any tea in the tea bag. That's important. I have forgotten mention that. Good that you have told me. What they put inside tea bag, I have doubts. Okay. So avoid drinking tea bags. Tea bags are the worst thing. And sometimes the tea bags, the quality of the tea bag itself, forget about the tea inside. The tea bags are very bad. Okay. So stay away from drinking tea bags. What you should do is that buy some green tea, which is the whole leaf tea, as I said, from Darjeeling or Sikkim, and buy a strainer, buy a handy strainer. You just put the tea in the strainer and put it inside the hot water, like the way you do for a tea bag. And that you can carry anywhere. Like when I travel, I carry my tea and the strainer together so that I don't have to drink bad tea. So I carry that strainer. That strainer costs like $150 or $200. It's available in Amazon. So you just buy the strainer, put the tea leaves inside, and just put it inside the hot water, and your tea is ready. Never drink any tea which is in a tea bag, until and unless the tea bag is a pyramid silk bag, and Lipton is not a pyramid silk bag. I would suggest that today you take one of your Lipton tea bag and cut it with the scissor and see what is inside. See what is inside. Do that.
okay. I'll do
Once you
that.
see that, you will not drink that tea. I promise you.
Luckily, that is the last bag of
Yes.
Lipton I have. So
Yes.
I'll do cut it and I'll see that.
See that.
When I was trying to switch over the last 2-3 years, in the last 1 year, I've been like, whenever I drink even a normal, this is a tea, like green tea or the normal tea, I'm actually having something like an acidic kind of like a heartburn kind of a thing. I'm getting it. So when I don't have it, if I don't have a tea in a day, I'm fine with it. Is it issue with me and the tea, or what else is wrong?
No, see, a lot of people get heartburn when they have milk in the tea, but I do not know why you should get it with the green tea unless there's something wrong with that. So you can do the little experiment that I told you. And if you send me your address, I have some very good Temi tea. I will send it to you. Temi is from Sikkim. It's the only estate in Sikkim, and it's run by the government. It's very good tea. It's very high altitude Himalayan tea. You should try that tea and see whether that suits you. Because I know that good Himalayan high altitude tea, green tea cannot cause you any harm. It's a fully organic also. Sikkim full state is organic, as you know. And this tea estate is fully organic. Their tea is very good. You can try that.
Sure. With your guidance and help, I'll surely try these teas. And I hope so that suits me.
Yes, of course, definitely.
Thank you. We have Mr. Harshvardhan, who says, while drinking tea, do not forget about the environment. And he's very concerned about the environment. So he says, instead of tea bags, please use tea strainers.
Yes, you are quite correct. I also do not like tea bags. So what I have started doing is that when I sell loose leaf tea, I sometimes give empty tea bags or tea strainers. Yes, exactly what you have. So that is very useful. So people who are very used to drinking tea, the tea bag is a very American concept. It is not. It's not a. The tea originated in China, Japan, and in India. There we never use tea bags. So tea bags was invented by somebody in USA, and it came from there. It's a guy called Thomas Sullivan who invented tea bags accidentally and it has come from the west to the east. It should not have. The Americans do not know how to drink tea. So they like to drink tea. Everything there is very quick. So they have to drink tea quickly. So they need they want to, microwave the water, put the tea bag and drink. Now, microwaving the water kills the water. You should never make a tea with microwave water first. Because how does microwave works? It sucks the oxygen out of everything, right? So when the oxygen is taken out of the water, where is the taste? The water becomes stale, it becomes very bad. So the tea loses its taste. So never microwave the water for tea. And tea bags, I say that tea is not for lazy people. Now, if you cannot spend 3 minutes to make a good cup of tea, then you do not deserve tea. So do not take tea bags, as Mr. Harshavardhan is showing. Buy one of those trainers and you can carry it with you wherever you go, as I do. And take whatever tea leaves you want. Keeps you healthy and keeps the environment safe as well. Would you please throw some light on the tea varieties available from Sri Lanka? I do not talk about Sri Lankan tea. I'm very nationalist that way. But yes, they have some good black tea, but their black tea, see what happens is, it doesn't even compare quality-wise between Sri Lanka and India. If Sri Lanka, the teas are very different. Indian teas are much, 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 much better in terms of quality than Sri Lankan tea. But Sri Lankan tea is much, 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 much better in marketing than Indian tea. So that's the only difference. So when I travel outside India, every hotel I see Sri Lankan tea, I feel very bad about it. That's because they're excellent in marketing. They sell 95% of their tea, they export 90% of the tea that they produce, and we consume 92% of the tea that we produce. So the marketing, international marketing is very different. That's why people know about their tea much more in terms of marketing, but nothing else.
So we can take one last question. Would anybody like to ask Susmita one last question?
Hi, so I thought I would just share something with you. This is Veena.
Yes, Veena.
I've also been using loose leaf tea for the last 20 years. And I do a combination of a couple of different teas, because when you really start loving tea and how it enhances your mood, you understand what that tea is telling you. So generally every morning I make my own tea, and it's always brewed. It's never boiled. And that 1 spoon of milk that I add to it really makes the difference for me. And I love it. And what I also do is I keep the loose leaf tea and I do reuse it once in the evening, because I don't feel like throwing it away and I feel I can use it. So after that, what I do is I have a box and I put that tea leaf in there. And after a week or so, I add it to my plant. So that plant is getting a little bit of fertilizer through the tea leaves. So, and I really do love my teas, and I love the white tea. So I've been looking for very good premium white tea, which I have not been able to find so far. So hopefully we can get some from you. Thank you.
Yes, I have some silver needle for you. Yes, that's what my mother also does. In Calcutta, back home, we have a very large garden. So the daily, every day at the end of the day, whatever tea leaves are, and we are like 4 or 5 people at home in Calcutta, and we drink a lot of tea. So altogether, we must be drinking 40, 50 cups of tea in a day. So all the tea leaves that are used for the day goes into the garden. It's very good fertilizer. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, everybody. Somebody at the end has mentioned that, like wine tasting, we must have tea tasting workshops. And yes, actually she does tea tasting workshops as well. So Susmita can be contacted for that as well. Thank you so much, Susmita. And may I now ask our Marketing Director, Marketing and Operations Director, Sri Rohan Nayak, to do the vote of thanks.
Yeah. Thank you, Binaji. A cup of tea is what my mind wakes up to every morning for many years. The pleasant aroma of tea is a reassurance for me that all is well. As we explored with Sushmita today, tea does have healing powers and helps calm the mind. This experience can be phenomenal in helping the present distress we're all facing. Thank you so much, Sushmita, for talking to us today and opening our minds to new avenues and possibilities with tea. So, guess it's just a cup of tea we all need after all. It was an enriching experience. I would like to thank the audience for their active participation and support. We at Ritambara strive each time to bring more such meaningful and enriching sessions for you in the days to come. Thank you, Sushmita, once again. Happy weekend, everyone. Stay safe, stay well, and yes, have a cup of tea.
Yes.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. Have lots of cups of tea.
Yes, sure. Thank you, Sushmita.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. Just a little announcement about our upcoming programs. On Friday, 21st May, we have a well-needed webinar on Yoga Nidra, a guided meditation for sleep and relaxation by Mrs. Dania, who is a certified yoga instructor and has completed her teacher training course at Tapasya Yogashala. Program will start at 7 p.m. IST. And on Saturday, 29th May, we have a workshop called Art Therapy with Ritika Bhagat. This doodling workshop will explore your subconscious mind. Please note, you're not required to be good at art to participate. You only need to know how to scribble. We will begin from 4 p.m. onwards, so please block your dates. You will be required to register for this program. So please visit our website and go to upcoming events. We will also be sharing the links on our groups and on social media. So at Ritambara, we look forward to your presence on Select Fridays, where we bring to you interesting topics on holistic wellness and the arts, delivered by a host of distinguished, knowledgeable speakers. Thank you so much for your participation. Thank you once again, Sushmita, for a very enlightening and enriching experience and sharing so much knowledge on tea. Thank you all so much. Namaste. Stay safe, stay healthy.